Easy, we're already live. Didn't have to wait or anything.
We're
up and running. Let's go.
Woohoo! How we doing? How we doing, folk? USA. Apparently.
Yeah, I don't know why he said that, but hey, USA. I said it too. I agree with Socks. But yeah,
yes.
We're up and running. I see it on my device now too. So, hello everybody, welcome on in. This is Football for Fun, our first stream since 2 weeks ago. We're trying to stream every week, but yeah, you just got to catch us when we're live, I guess. We'll be live most Sundays around this time. Hopefully, you're all enjoying this amazing, awkward introduction. How you doing, Daniel?
I'm doing good. I mean, it is pretty important because it's our first live stream since the offseason. Technically, I did a live, but that doesn't really count. I mean, it was a reaction, but it wasn't like a real live stream. So this is where we'll break down all of the good stuff that happened. Obviously, we all know about the Maxx Crosby trade, not trade, all the quarterback movement, the free agency. Pretty exciting times. I mean, you never know, obviously, like what the actual impact is going to be. Like people are getting excited about like Mike Evans to San Francisco, or for example, but like he's 33 years old as well. So, you know, maybe, or I think he'll be 33 during the season. But anyway, it is exciting. It is something to talk about. And then, you know, then we'll have the draft. So, no, I'm doing good. I'm excited to be doing Football for Fun.
Yes, sir.
I have a weird enjoyment. I don't know if you feel the same way. You may not. I have a weird enjoyment of doing Football for Fun during the off season because there's kind of a challenge of like trying to find stuff to talk about and everything like that. But yeah, no, how you doing, my guy?
I mean, I enjoy it too. It's an excuse to talk about football when there is no football to be watched. So I enjoy it. We're glad to be here. I'm doing pretty good. I'm a Panthers fan, and I told you this the other day. I think this is the best offseason I've ever, or the best free agency class I've seen us get. Like, we've gotten everything we needed so far. So, really good times in Carolina. We'll talk more about that later. I guarantee you. I will talk more about that later.
For
Socks,
sure.
I'm sorry. This isn't Socks anymore. This is the Thomas Takes. I assume that's where he's putting his podcast. Feel free to check him out. He just started a podcast as well. I can't speak.
The Thomas Takes. Yes.
The Thomas Takes.
We got not a bad name, actually. That's actually pretty good.
Yeah, I like it.
Your name starts with a T, you know, just like like sports takes. Like, yeah, that's actually solid.
Yes, sir. We will not be talking about baseball on this channel, though, because we do not know baseball. Basketball, stay tuned for our March Madness bracket coming out sometime before the first games next week.
We can talk about basketball. I'm just going to be like, oh, what color scheme looks coolest? That team's going to advance, right?
Baylor's going to win it all, even though they're not in it. Woohoo.
Are we not?
I don't think so. I will find out within a couple hours. I don't think
that'd be crazy. That'd be like the first time in like many years we weren't in it, right?
I think you guys had an off. I don't know. I might be tripping. You guys might be in it.
Yeah.
I might
anyway.
Be yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, we're talking about football right now. All right, we're talking about football. We'll talk about basketball.
We're talking about football. So obviously that Tuesday night, besides the Bam Adiabo whatever guy scoring 83 points. Did I horribly mispronounce
Bam Adebayo. Bam Adebayo.
It was in the ballpark.
It's still funny. You were close though.
Is my hunch correct, by the way, that I haven't heard of him, so he's not that good?
Oh no, he's pretty good. He's just not someone you ever thought would score that many points in a game.
I saw online someone's like, "What's the NFL version?" Someone said David Njoku having a 300-yard game. Is that accurate?
Yeah, that's pretty fair. Although I would have said Bam at his position in basketball is probably better than Njoku is at this point as a tight end. Maybe Njoku a few years ago when he at his peak, maybe that's a better comparison. But yeah, no, it's completely random that Bam went off for 83 points.
Yeah,
and the team he was playing, it's basically like getting a record against the Cleveland Browns in the game. Like if Mahomes went and threw for 600 yards against the Browns, people would be like, it's the Browns. Of course that happened. Or, you know, the Jets. They were playing the equivalent of that in the NBA.
I feel like the Browns aren't the best examples. They have a good defense. I see what you're saying.
I just mean like the franchise.
Jets or the Raiders or something like that. Yeah. But, anyway, beside that, you know, insane performance, Maxx Crosby. Obviously, the trade with the Ravens happened pending a physical, and then Max mysteriously failed the physical, and then like the day after, I think, the Ravens signed Trey Hendrickson. So, Isaac, obviously there's a lot of like speculation about what happened. Was this kind of like foul play by the Ravens? Did they get cold feet? Did they like, I don't know. What are your thoughts there?
I don't know, man. I mean, it was reported that not long after they backed out of the trade that they were likely going to sign Trey Hendrickson, and people around the league expected that to happen. I think Jordan Schultz reported that, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure. But people very quickly thought, oh, they're signing Hendrickson. And supposedly he was in the building while Maxx was there too, Maxx and his family, and this was before he realized that they were backing out of the trade, which I think is insane, that he and his family are there, and the Ravens are like, actually, we don't want you anymore. We want this guy. I don't know. I think the whole thing is really wild, and I think it's pretty disrespectful to a guy like Maxx Crosby, and I do think this will stain how teams deal with the Ravens and interact with them and negotiate with them in trades and whatnot, because you just had them back out of this big deal that could have had ripple effects across the league. Maybe it still will, but from what I understand, the Raiders have been able to keep all of their free agents, and they also get to keep Maxx Crosby, so they're going to be one of the most improved teams coming out of this offseason on paper. So.
Raiders had a decent free agency, actually. So they signed Linderbaum, which I know that was like a historic center contract, but, that's a good signing. I think they signed Jalen Naylor, some defensive pieces. I mean, and then you get Maxx Crosby back, which that was the other discussion. Are the Raiders going to trade him anyway? But it seems like they kind of put that to bed. Maxx is just
Maxx has said that he's going to stay, is what it sounds like. So I think that's good. It worked out all around for them. And then for the Ravens, they get to keep their draft picks, I guess, and they get aging Trey Hendrickson. They definitely overpaid, by the way, $28 million a year for him. He's 32, coming off. He had some injuries he dealt with last year, if I'm not mistaken, and it's not like he impacted the Bengals' defense a whole lot last season. Honestly,
sure,
I respect the guy, but
How's it going, Sudoku, by the way?
Hey, Sudoku, welcome in.
That's the other thing I didn't really understand. I mean, everyone knows that Trey Hendrickson is not as good as Maxx Crosby, and he's a little bit older. I don't know why the Ravens would back out Maxx Crosby for Trey Hendrickson.
It's because they keep the draft picks, too. They think they're still getting a top 10 edge rusher while also keeping their draft picks. And also, reportedly they were going to have to give Maxx a new contract and pay him as one of the top edge rushers. So I guess the prices were vastly different at that point as well. It's just they decided that's what they wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
Someone reported that they wanted to trade for Crosby and sign Hendrickson. I think that's crap. I don't think that was ever the real plan.
That's literally was DaCosta just say facing there's no way. I mean that would be insane to sign/trade for two top tier passer. I know Trey Hendrickson is not Micah Parsons, but it's that'd be a little crazy there.
I mean, you're still giving the guy $28 million a year. You're paying him like he's a premier edge rusher. A few years ago, that would have been the highest paid in the league, probably. So I don't know, man. It seems kind of foul by the Ravens, but technically they're well within their right to back out of the trade, right?
You're absolutely right.
This is part of the tampering process. It's not tampering. They can do it, but
Yes. A lot of people are giving the Ravens crap for the way they handled it, and I mean, obviously it's not great, but it's within the rules. It's well within the right. I think if anything, the trade was announced. Ravens have agreed to trade safety Kyle Hamilton. No, that's not true, right?
No way. No. Okay. No way.
No.
I mean, that'd be a dream for Denver.
He's baiting me, so I'm gonna check, but I don't think that's true.
Get baited, Daniel.
Yeah, no, there's nothing. Nice one. But anywho, yeah. So it's well within their right. I do think the way it's the process may need to be fixed, where trades, I don't know, they can't be announced publicly until the physical's done or something like that. Because that's a situation. And what's to prevent that from happening in the future? Because I also heard another sort of angle to where it's somehow the Ravens screwed they screwed the Bengals somehow, because they were making moves that were I don't know, I kind of forget what the details were, but basically somehow the Ravens were screwing the Bengals, and it's what could prevent another team from trading a superstar player. I think that's a little bit far-fetched, because the one I listened to, and not to be fair, I think it was a YouTube short or something, and just anyone can just say anything online, but someone was oh, what prevents the Cowboys from trading Micah Parsons for 5-1s and retracting it? But that's not going to happen. This is a rarity, but at the same time, I do think something sort of needs to be done about it.
Yeah.
And to be fair, there hadn't really been any instances like this, especially with a high profile player. I mean, I know there was an example of what's the example everyone was going back? Oh, I mean, people are talking about Saban and Drew Brees, how that fell through, but that wasn't even a trade. Or was it? Or it was way different. And Drew Brees wasn't even that high profile at the time. I didn't really look into this, and honestly, like with this guy, you never know. I thought about the Antonio Brown. Remember, he was traded to Buffalo, and that obviously didn't happen. I'm not sure what went on there, but yeah, for a high-profile player like Maxx Crosby for a trade to fall through like that, that's pretty unprecedented.
Yeah, no, it was pretty crazy. The second craziest thing to happen on that fateful Tuesday night, of course. Basketball fans know what I mean, but. I do wonder if anything should even change. I'm interested in seeing how this plays out with the Ravens and seeing how much respect they actually lost around the league. Because people are reporting that teams are really upset with the Ravens, and it's going to affect how they negotiate trades and everything with them. So maybe that's just the consequence. Maybe you leave the current set of rules as is, and if teams want to do this again, then they just have to face the consequences. Personally, I think that they end up losing this. I think it's actually unwise. I would have, as a Panthers fan, and if my team was going to make a big splashy play for an edge rusher, which we did, but if it's between these two guys, I'd rather trade 2 firsts and pay Crosby than go out and sign Trey Hendrickson for what they signed him to, you know? I'd rather have Crosby.
Right.
But that's just me. I'm sure there are differing opinions on that, but I would also say if you want to change the rules, maybe you just do not negotiate trades until the official league year has begun. That way, once you agree on it, you can't back out.
Yeah.
Maybe it's that simple.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering, like, why all these trades and stuff were getting announced on Monday, but the league year doesn't start till Wednesday. Like, that seems a little, like, not sure what's up with that. I guess that's the legal tampering period. Is it?
Yeah,
I guess
legal tampering.
Know, but
yep.
Yes, legal tampering. Like, there's not tampering already happening before that. Totally not. All the teams are playing by the rules. No, I would 100% rather keep Hendrickson than Crosby in 2 firsts.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I mean, I think it depends on like how you view Crosby and like if you think the injury is actually like that serious. It's like Crosby has a chance to have like a Khalil Mack to the Bears type effect. Like, you know, when the Raiders traded Khalil Mack, then he had like an all-pro career over there. Like, literally, I think the first game he had like 2 sacks, 2 forced fumble, 2 something like that. So like, if you think he could be that type of player, I think, you know, you could say they might have found that Crosby is not going to be worth 2 firsts because his knee had second thoughts, buyer's remorse.
Yeah, possible.
I mean, I mean, what's also weird to me though is like, I mean, it was known that he had this injury. So is it like, I don't know, they brought him in the building as worse than they realized? I'm not entirely sure.
I don't know, and it's possible we never get the full truth, or at least it might be a long time until we do. But personally, on this debate, I would just rather have Crosby, and I'm willing to pay the 2 first-round picks for him. But I mean, if his injury issues are really that deep and he's not worth it, then I guess that's that. But obviously, I do not have that intel. I wouldn't know. I'm just assuming that he's worth it. If he's not, then so be it. I'm also lower on Hendrickson than a lot of people, it seems. Like I don't think he's anywhere near worth $28 million right now. I don't expect him to be anywhere near as productive for Baltimore as they think he will be. I'm not expecting big things for him. But
Trey Hendrickson was really good like 2 years ago. And he's still good. I think he could have a good season. I think he's a little overrated too. Yeah, I'd probably agree with you there. He's gonna be what, 31, 32?
I think he is 32 right now.
He's 31, so I think he'll be 30. He'll be 32 in December. Still play most of the season 31, but still, I mean, yeah. Well, any other angles as far as the Maxx Crosby trade, or we can transition to the quarterback carousel? This very, very intriguing, high-profile, quarterback carousel and free agency.
Yeah, I don't think I have much more to add on this. I don't have new angles. It'll be interesting to see how it all plays out for both teams. This might end up being just nothing in the future. Maybe both teams are going to be bad, and this doesn't even matter. Maybe Crosby on the Raiders doesn't affect them, and they're still going to be bad anyway. Or maybe Hendrickson on the Ravens doesn't change anything. That might just be how it is. I don't know. But it'll be very interesting to see how things proceed moving forward.
Yes. I do have one more thing, though, which I think I've said this on Discord, but it's not necessarily on the podcast, I don't think. And this is subject to change, like if I get cold feet about this take, but Raiders sneaky playoff team this year.
Oh, I mean, they could be. They could be. Yeah, I would like to see... I don't know if they've done enough with the offensive line for the run game with Genty to succeed. Maybe they have.
Yeah.
I don't love their weapons beyond.
And I said that before the Maxx Crosby stuff happened, but I just think with Fernando Mendoza, and that's of course assuming he's good. I mean, there's no guarantee, obviously, but I think Kubiak could work well with Mendoza, and like now they got some weapons, they got some good defensive pieces. If Ashton can have like a better season than he did, I think they could be a sneaky. I mean, probably more likely they're like a 7-8 win team than like actually just make the playoffs. But I think they'll be better than a lot of people think.
I think it's similar to last year's Tennessee Titans, except they have more talent than that Titans team had all around.
Yeah.
So I think they'll probably be in that 7-8 win range, quite possibly. Depends on how they attack the draft beyond Mendoza at 1. Assuming they do take Mendoza at 1. Surely they will, but you never say never.
Yep. So quarterbacks. Some quarterback moves happened. In all seriousness, though, I think it was kind of a mid sort of like free agency class. Like Malik Willis was the headliner at quarterback because he only played like 4 or 5 games last year or something like that, maybe more than that. But Malik Willis goes to Miami. I forget what the contract was. Something like 3 years. $50 million or something like, or no, that's too low.
I think it's a little more. It's closer to $60 million. I don't know how much exactly.
Yeah, it was 3 years, $67.5 million. Okay, I was way off, but basically that's 20. My math is bad. 20 something per year, right? So basically he's the starter in Miami. It's not like obviously top of the market, but Malik Willis in Miami, will it succeed? Will it not? What do you think?
I mean, I voiced my opinion on this previously, and I'm not really sure if it was met with approval or disapproval, but I didn't love all the hype he was getting. Good for him. I'm happy for him. I like Malik Willis as a dude from what little I know. There was a chance we drafted him years ago coming out of Liberty, and I thought he was going to be Carolina's quarterback at one point in time. It didn't happen, obviously. But from what I learned about him, I liked him. So I'm rooting for him. I think this is a huge risk, honestly. I'm glad they didn't pay more than they agreed to. He played 5-6 games for the past couple of years. He looked good. Credit to him. But this is a big risk. Like, I don't know. I think he'll be okay. I don't think he's going to deliver Miami to the playoffs. I don't see him being better than Tua, or at least not much better. I don't know.
We were wrong. He didn't play 5 or 6 games. He played 1 game last year.
Really? Just 1 game?
Yeah, just 1.
You mean
he appeared in 4 games. Okay. I don't know if that's like like taking a knee or something like that. He only had 1 start.
Okay.
Unless Wikipedia's not
he had more starts 2 years ago. That's where he got most of the hype. And viewed as
he only had 2 starts 2 years ago. He won both of them.
Okay, so yeah, this is a guy we haven't seen a whole lot, but when we've seen him, he's been good. Like, credit where it's due, he's been good. Yes. And I guess Miami's hoping that they can pay him however much they're paying him. What was it, about $22 million a year? Yeah, it's not horrible, especially in this economy with how much quarterbacks are getting, right? I mean, Bryce Young's going to be getting $50 million if he plays well next year. So,
yes,
yeah, at that point, the Malik Willis deal is going to look pretty good. I don't know. If he's good for Miami, then they got a steal. If he's bad, then they just threw $22 million a year at him. So, I don't know. It can't hurt. Yeah. It's not like they were going to get anyone better, right? They're not in position to draft anyone, and there weren't any better options for them to sign. So.
And I mean, I guess if you're really over Tua, then like it kind of makes sense. Like, I don't know what to think. Like, I also think he's a little bit overrated. He did play well in Green Bay in like the 3 games he started, but also I think a lot of that was Matt LaFleur kind of like just like utilizing him really well. To be fair though, I think the game he started or played. Remember, he came in against the Bears, and that was like a crazy game, right? I vaguely remember that, but yeah, Jordan Love got hurt. Emily, I forget like the exact details, but there's a game against the Bears where he played a lot. And then I guess he started 1 other game, but I think a lot of that is Matt LaFleur, just kind of like just like playing to his strengths and everything like that. Malik Willis, I mean, in case any of you don't remember, like he was like. That was the weird Kenny Pickett quarterback draft class where like a lot of people thought Willis could go like 2 or 3 overall, but instead he went in the 2nd round to Tennessee. That obviously didn't work out. So, I don't know. I mean, like, I think he earned his shot for sure. Definitely. Like, I without a doubt, he earned it. Just in the games he played, and given the market, I mean, like you said, there's not really anyone better they could have gone after, really. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I think with Malik Willis, I would love for him to be a good quarterback. I think we could use like more good quarterbacks in this league. And like if Malik Willis is the Miami Dolphins kind of like, franchise quarterback, that'd be great. The odds of that happening are low, I think. I mean, just given that the Dolphins haven't really had a franchise guy since Marino. Right. So the odds of it succeeding is like very low.
Are his odds lower than Darnold's odds with Minnesota and then Seattle, or Geno Smith with the Seahawks? Or Baker with Tampa?
That's a good question. I feel like those organizations are better run than Miami. And those guys had more experience, like starting experience going into it. I see what you're saying, though. I think that's a very reasonable angle.
This is the point we're probably going to make a lot about how Malik Willis could be the next Sam Darnold or Baker Mayfield or whoever you want to compare him to.
The only slight pushback I'd even have is, like, did Malik Willis actually fail, really? Like, I feel like he's more of a incomplete rather than, like, a fail. Right?
Yeah, he was always one of those quarterbacks you were going to have to sit and develop rather than start immediately, and he never had a shot in Tennessee, so, And he's going to have weapons in Miami, though, is why I've started to wonder about that. Like, maybe he's got some kind of shot there. Like, I don't think he's going to be completely terrible. He's got Jalen Waddle there. He's got Devon Achane. So he's got guys. I'm sure they'll add in the draft. Or I don't know. I don't love Miami's roster. We were really down on them last year too. We beat the rest of sports media on that one, eh? But
right,
yeah. It's one of those things where it's the best option they had, but also it's hard to really see it working out all that well. There's massive upside, though. There's absolutely massive upside if he ends up being really good for them. But
I mean, the good thing for Miami is they finally get a quarterback who could throw in cold weather, theoretically, right?
Theoretically, yeah.
Obviously he played well in Green Bay. Where are Auburn and Liberty geographically? I think they're cold weather areas, right? Or am I totally off on that?
Auburn's down here in Alabama, so...
Okay, well, see, I'm totally off on that. Liberty's up north, right?
I think Liberty is in Virginia.
Okay, yeah. Anyway.
So, yeah.
I mean, Malik Willis can play well, like, in the cold. I mean, is he actually capable is, like, another question, but at least we don't have noodle arm Tua against the Chiefs, like, in 7-degree snowstorm, everything like that.
No, we get Tua in Atlanta. Now that's going to be fun. I'm not at all scared, by the way, just as a Panthers fan. Not scared at all.
Tua Tagovailoa is an Atlanta Falcon. Kevin Stefanski has some sort of love affair with his southpaws, his left-handed quarterbacks. And you as a division rival are not scared.
I'm not scared, no.
If Tua joined my division, I wouldn't be scared either.
No, like, Atlanta is so loaded with talent, but they once again do not have the quarterbacks to maximize that talent. Now, if their plan on offense is give the ball to Bijan Robinson, okay, you're going to win some games that way, but I don't think they're winning the division. I think it's, as of right now, it's going to be us or it's going to be New Orleans. I think Tampa also is kind of on the downward trend right now. So.
Yeah, I think Tampa also, I would agree with you there. Yeah, I mean... Tua to Atlanta, I don't really have any, like, thought. I thought they would going more on Penix. Like, I heard the reports that they weren't that high on Penix, but I thought they would, like...
I mean, that coaching staff, that front office, they have no ties to Penix, right? So they...
I know, I'm aware of that, but I still thought that, like, they would, like, give him one more year to be the full-time starter and then kind of, like, see from there, but...
Well, he's too injury-prone and he turns it over too much, so they wanted to get the older version of him.
Yeah.
That's what they did, right? People are making the memes about it, but they're not wrong. Tua is basically an older, more experienced Michael Penix, but the difference is Tua has had some good seasons in the league, right? He led the league in passing, didn't he? Or was close to it a few years ago?
Did they both win national championships?
Tua did, I know that. Penix did not, no. He went to the national championship as Washington's quarterback.
I knew he went or something like that, but yeah. Anyway,
they're both highly successful college football quarterbacks. That's true.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't have any more thoughts on that.
Also, pretty successful in college, by the way.
Who?
Dylan Gabriel.
Dylan Gabriel was fantastic in college. He was never going to do anything in the pros, though. He never had those expectations.
Yep. But, I don't have any other angles about Tua. Kind of boring to me, honestly. Like, I mean, I guess it'll be interesting to see who wins the battle and, like, everything like that. But, like, I think they're both going to be in carts and, like,
I hope Tua wins the battle.
Who's the third string? We got to look that up.
Oh, gosh. Like Easton Stick or someone like that?
Probably. They don't have a third string, which is concerning.
Oh, they're going to draft a third string.
There we go.
Okay. I don't know what Atlanta's doing. I don't know. I'm not worried though. In a few years, if they ever get a good quarterback, I'll be worried. But right now, they do not scare me. New Orleans is the only team currently that I worry about in the division. So,
yep.
I think Tampa took a lot of big hits.
For sure.
But yeah, I don't have a lot to say on the Atlanta topic there. Just good luck to Tua. I like Tua as a guy. It's gonna suck rooting against him, but you went to the wrong team, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
But we previously did say that was the right fit for him, right? Just playing in a
Tua
system.
To Atlanta.
Yeah, like with the weapons they have there, and you got the left-handed quarterback already there, so you won't have to change much with the system. Like it was a natural fit for both sides. So.
That makes sense. I just thought Atlanta would just stick with Penix. I didn't think they'd actually. Although I guess to be fair, it's not really costing them anything since Miami's paying them all salaries. So I guess it kind of makes sense.
They paid like $1 million for someone who will at least be a good backup. Like Tua would be one of the best backups in the league if that's what he's reduced to.
Right. So. Yes. So Daniel, being a Deshaun Watson fan from past years, are you anxious to see what he does this upcoming season in Cleveland? Yes, I'm anxious to see how poorly he plays. I have no emotion anymore over Deshaun Watson. I've thought for years that like when he got traded to Cleveland, like he'd do like good things there. Even when he like got suspended and got injured, I thought he could come back and do good. I'm over that. And like if he like resurrects his career, that'd be an all-time like resurrection. I mean, like that'd be way more insane than like Michael Vick and everyone like that. But obviously, I'm happy to see him rot in Cleveland. And I don't think the Browns. I mean, they didn't get a quarterback, right? In free agency?
No, they're set at quarterback, I think.
I predicted. I guess it could still happen. I predicted Russell Wilson to go to Cleveland and then win that job because he's gonna be better.
I forgot about Russ.
And Watson. Yeah, Russ is still available, I think. So I really don't care. But if he plays, I will look forward to him, suffering.
I'm with Sudoku. Can he please not play again? He should be out of the league, man.
Yeah, Watson's the only player ever to where he got injured, and I was like pretty happy about that.
I think everybody
not like I was jumping up and down, and like I mean, ideally he doesn't get hurt, but he's the one guy to where. Oh, I mean, maybe there are more guys, but he's the one guy like to where it's like you deserve that, buddy.
I mean, I think a lot of people had that sentiment about Tyreek Hill last season too.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
Father
honestly.
of the year,
I guess I have less stake in that since I never like rooted for a team of Tyreek Hills, but I see what you're saying there too. Yeah, I that one I was also. I think I was more like just apathetic. Like I didn't really care. It's like like when Sauce Gardner got hurt, like I was genuinely sad because like he's a really good player, and even though he's on the Colts, I make fun of him and he's not as good as Stingley, everything like that. Like he got hurt against us. I was like, ooh, that sucks.
Yeah,
and
never want to see that.
Use those two first round picks. Yeah, but anyway, but I do agree. So can he not play again at this point? Just don't.
Daniel, please turn down your mic.
Is my I don't know. Am I significantly louder than Isaac? Can we get a second opinion on that?
Yeah, what's the issue with Daniel's mic? We do sound tests and everything beforehand, and we thought it was I thought it was pretty good. He didn't actually hear it. He's just trusting my totally good.
Maybe
judgment.
I just talk loud.
You talking louder on the stream than the test recordings?
Am I significantly louder than Let me see. Isaac? Yeah, I get a second opinion on that. Yeah, what's the issue with Daniel's? It seems relatively normal. I might just be talking loud, honestly. I can move my mic a little farther away, but I think it's fine. So yeah, I mean, I don't really care what Deshaun Watson does or doesn't do. Hopefully he's working on becoming a better person and everything like that. But yeah.
Daniel is way louder than Isaac. Does anyone else agree with that, or is it just Socks? Or
yeah, we need a second opinion on that. Anyway, let's see. Kyler Murray is a Minnesota Viking.
Oh, yeah, I love that. I love the fit there. I'm glad that they went and upgraded over JJ McCarthy instead of standing by idly and going, yeah, JJ is going to be our guy, even though he is the first quarterback to make Kevin O'Connell's system look bad. Like, you know how impressive that is? Everyone else has looked good for Kevin O'Connell, and then JJ McCarthy comes along, and yeah, I don't know how he.
Yeah, did that was very baffling. I think y'all know my stand. Daniel speaks a bit louder. I think that's the case, actually.
Yeah.
I think I'm just louder. I'm a pretty loud person.
I'm quiet in general, so.
Yeah, so I think I moved my mic slightly farther away. So basically, with that. So my stance on that was I like it too. I like getting another quarterback there. I thought Kevin O'Connell would go after someone more.
Yeah, true. Neither did Maxx Crosby.
Maxx Crosby was worse. Carson Wentz.
Carson Wentz. I thought that he was pretty good for them until he injured his shoulder. I think that was a shoulder.
I mean, I think he was, and then they tried to play him when he was injured. They desperately didn't want JJ McCarthy to play.
Mullins and Dobbs did all right too until they played a few games and teams got tape on them. I think that was a while ago. At this point, I might just be wrong. I'm wrong a lot. So,
yes. But I just didn't expect Kevin O'Connell to go after Kyler Murray.
Yeah, we talked about that 2 weeks ago, I think, and the stance was he doesn't seem like the typical Kevin O'Connell quarterback, right?
Yeah, I thought it would be, either Carr. I mean, that's another time. Is he actually coming out of retirement? But anyway.
It doesn't seem like anybody wants him.
Doesn't seem like maybe Pittsburgh if Rodgers falls through, but I don't know. But
maybe
either Carr. I was thinking either Carr, Cousins, or maybe Rodgers. I thought that was the type of quarterback Kevin O'Connell. And I mean, maybe Kevin, he's worked well with Kirk Cousins and Sam Darnold, and he's just imagine if they could run. So maybe that's his thought. I don't know. But
I mean, Kyler and JJ are kind of similar with their mobility, right? Just Kyler's smaller and faster, so maybe you can use that.
Yeah.
Remember that? Oh, the 3-0 game. Oh yeah. Dobbs got benched and Mullins led the game-winning drive. Mullins wasn't great either.
3-0 game in 2023.
Thankfully, I did not watch that one, but yeah, I vaguely recall that horrific game.
I don't think I remember that either.
Vikings
that was a weird year,
though,
right?
Yeah.
2023 for the Vikings. Was that all the one-score games, and they had that one comeback against the Colts?
I think so, yeah. And then one and done in the playoffs.
I remember that.
Sounds right. I think Rodgers stays with Pittsburgh. That's all that I've heard, is that they intend to keep him, but we're going to have to wait for his darkness retreat to end. Right. I have no idea what he's doing, actually. Hopefully having a good offseason.
McCarthy, right. Rodgers-McCarthy reunion is actually kind of wild. Yeah, so I was wrong there. I took the L. I did not expect KOC to go after Kyler Murray, but he did. And I think, honestly, now I don't know if Kyler Murray is a good quarterback and how well he'll do, but they won 9 games with JJ McCarthy and Maxx Crosby. The Vikings should do good, right? You would think. They should win 10, 11 games.
You would think logically they should be improved upon what they were last season, right? I don't know if logic will prevail or not, because that's not necessarily how it works in the NFL. But yeah, as of right now, I'm inclined to say the Vikings should be a playoff team with Kyler Murray. I don't think he's going to be great for them. I do think that when he was healthy and when he had competent people around him in the organization and on the field, and his whole roster last year was injured when he was there, it felt like that Cardinals team was depleted by the end of the season. I think in Minnesota, I think that's a good situation, throwing to Justin Jefferson. You still have TJ Hawkinson there as of right now anyway. I don't know what they're doing at running back yet, since they released Aaron Jones and he still hasn't found a home. Jordan Addison.
No, you know what? I was looking through. I think Aaron Jones re-signed with Minnesota.
Really? Interesting.
I think. I was looking through the storylines. I think he headed back to Minnesota on a new deal.
Oh, good for him.
So I guess they released him and then he tested the market and just came back.
Ooh, being a Carolina fan, are they playoff bound or was last season a fluke? All right, who's ready for a long rant about how we're winning the Super Bowl? Yeah, no, I'm a believer. I think that we're playoff bound again. I'm a little worried about New Orleans because I do think that they are going to take a step forward, but I think that we clear Tampa and Atlanta as of right now. I'm really happy with our offseason. Our defense should, on paper, be a top 10 unit now, in my opinion. We just need Bryce Young to continue to improve, and we should be able to win enough games to clinch the division again. We'll see, though. I am ready to get hurt again. It's been tough as a Panthers fan, so yeah. I don't think last season was a fluke, but we definitely have to do better if we want to make the playoffs again. Right. Curious about your thoughts on Najee Evero. Yeah, I still like him. I'm in the minority of my fan base, but this is definitely his prove-it year, sort of like with Bryce Young in the offense. This year has to be when he makes it. Otherwise, it's time to move on. Evero, he's finally got plenty of talent on defense. There are no more excuses. It all has to come together this season. I was happy with our defense last year, so Overall, I was pretty happy with it. I thought that we overperformed and exceeded expectations, and the defense won us numerous games. So I'm happy.
Oh, Evero, is that the defensive coordinator?
Yeah, yeah. Most of our fans wanted him gone throughout all of last season and coming into last season.
I'm doing my quick bio break while you rant about Panthers. I'll be back in like 30 seconds.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, people were saying fire him after the last drive against the Rams. True. I wish we hadn't. I wish we played better on that last drive, but is what it is against Matthew Stafford and that offense. I was not surprised at all. Led the worst defense in the league in 2024. Yeah, there's hardly any talent on that defense, though. And Derek Brown was out for most of the year. It was basically J.C. Horn and hardly anyone else. That's what it felt like. Like our defense today and during that season, vastly different. So that's why, like, if it doesn't work out this year, it's time to move on. Like, he's had all the excuses with all the injuries in the past and just things not coming together with bad injury luck, not having the right players, the right personnel. He's got his guys now. If it doesn't work, then it's time to move on. And that's just how it is. When you run out of things to talk about, do football games, we probably will. We always get to that point in the offseason, probably sometime in June or July. We'll just have to play games on the streams. But we're not there yet.
Football games. Yeah, I think there are some fun, like, kind of game night ideas that we could do. Or at least just, like, games. I mean, like, at the very least, I always enjoyed, like, the wheel game where you could just, like, create teams. And it's just, like, it's not the most exciting necessarily, but it's good to kind of talk about, like, oh, will you spin this team, like, what position, then debating, like, which team's better.
Right.
But, I think there's definitely some potential there. Anyway, are you done ranting about the Panthers?
Do I have to be?
I mean, they had a good offseason on paper.
I could rant for the next hour, dude. Like, I'm happy. I don't have any complaints at all. I won't rant too much longer because I don't want it to dominate the stream here. Right. Jalen Phillips, I acknowledge we overpaid for him. There's no denying that. I'm not about to be delusional and say, yes, we absolutely should give him $30 million. The problem is we normally have to overpay players to get them. And Philadelphia was in heavy pursuit for him. So, I mean, we had to pay him in order to get him to leave Philadelphia to come to Carolina, right? Like, you think about it, he's leaving one of the best defenses in the league, one of the best organizations at the moment in the league to come to Carolina. So, I mean, that's a big win, isn't it? I'm really happy about that signing. I think if he stays healthy, he has extremely massive upside. So, I like the signing. I'm okay with it. And then we went and got Devin Lloyd, an all-pro linebacker for $15 million a year. Like, I still don't completely believe that. What do you mean? He only cost $15 million a year. Jacksonville couldn't give him that? I get that we're not valuing that position for some reason, but really? I mean, Daniel, am I just crazy for thinking that we got to steal there $15 million a year?
50 or 15?
15.
Well, that's what I thought. I
thought 50 would be crazy.
That would be a steal for Jalen Phillips, but or not Jalen Phillips, the other guy.
But also Jalen Phillips.
I don't know. It seems like he's a little bit underrated. Although I think last podcast I was like, I don't know who Devin Lloyd is. Is he a buck?
I'm pretty sure I said that at one point too. And then I did my research and was like, oh, he would be great in Carolina.
He was really good in Jacksonville. I mean, I appreciate y'all kind of like poaching him out, right? Out of the division. So seems like, I don't know. I mean, like seems like a good move to me. Discussion. Where does Kirk Cousins land?
Vegas. I got him in Vegas to mentor Fernando Mendoza for the nicest, kindest quarterback room of all time.
That'd be cool. Yeah, I thought Kirk would go somewhere where he could try to start, but those spots are running out, obviously. It would only really be Pittsburgh if Rodgers falls through. But
I think he starts in Vegas if they sign him. It remains to be seen if they do that, though.
Well, he's not. Yeah, I guess he's not going to be the full-time star. He would.
Oh yeah, he'll lose his job at some point.
4 or 5. Yeah,
but you have to remember Tom Brady is there too, and I think that he is in favor of letting the rookies sit and starting someone ahead of them so the rookie can sit and learn. So I feel like they start someone else, but maybe not. Maybe not. He's not the only one making decisions. No complaints about letting Rico walk. No, I'm good. The only thing I complain about is how Rico apparently suddenly takes issue with Carolina on Twitter. Like, he's going on Twitter blasting some of us. He's responded to some fans' comments too. It's like, dude, why do you hate Carolina now? What did we do? I sent Daniel some things throughout the week. I'm like, am I crazy for this?
No, I mean, like, it's kind of wild. I mean, like, almost reminds me of CJ Gardner-Johnson.
It's that chip on his shoulder gimmick. You know, it was nice when he was on our team and he wanted to beat up on Dallas for letting him go, and that was reasonable. They were dumb for letting him go. Us letting him go, it's like we already are paying Chuba Hubbard, and we apparently really believe in Jonathan Brooks, so someone has to be the odd man out, right? Especially since we need to have enough money to sign guys like Jalen Phillips, Devin Lloyd, Rasheed Walker, the left tackle we signed, which I'm really happy about that too.
Yeah, I mean, I get having the chip on your shoulder. I'm just not sure that Twitter, like, why did you do it on Twitter? Like,
yeah, why are you going to Twitter responding to things or calling out the play calling, which I don't have a huge issue if he has an issue with our play calling, because I had issues with our play calling all season, so valid. But why do you have to go publicly onto Twitter where everyone can see it and go, yeah, the play calling is, well, he didn't say it super bluntly.
I mean, like, because also if you don't play well, he's going to be subject. He's going to have the same fate as Eli Apple, right?
The memes are going to be legendary.
Yeah, that'd be so funny. Especially if y'all play, because y'all play the Steelers, right?
We do, yeah. And that game's on my calendar, too.
Yeah, he gets stuff for like 17 carries, like 29 yards. Like, that'd be so funny.
Yeah, I'm here for it. He's going to have to go up against Derek Brown and Jalen Phillips, Devin Lloyd. You got J.C. Horn and Mike Jackson in the secondary. You know, they can run up and stop the run, too. Feeling good about it. I'm not worried about the run game. I'm not worried about Rico Dowdle. Initially, it was, I wish you the best of luck, even though I don't like Pittsburgh. I wish you the best of luck there. Now, I hope he fails. You've alienated yourself with the Panthers fan base. A week ago, it was all love from Panthers fans. We had no issues with him. And now he's coming after us, and I'm just like, well, you don't got to do that. We do not have to do this, Rico. We really don't. Yeah. But it is what it is. You think Kirk will accept a backup gig? His agent is a generational bag getter, even more so than Daniel Jones. I think at this point, probably, if that's the best he can get.
I mean, I would have thought he'd take a starting gig, but they're running out. Like,
right.
Kirk Cousins, the starting quarterback of the Arizona Cardinals. Like, he wouldn't go there, I don't think.
Well, the Cardinals plan is to start Jacoby Brissett, too, which is genius. Actually, that's what we kind of assumed they were going to do, but I thought they'd add a rookie and not Gardner Minshew. I don't really know what Arizona's doing.
I feel bad for the teams like the Cardinals and Jets. Like, okay, clip this and watch one of them make the playoffs, but they have no hope, like, literally. Like, Geno Smith and Jacoby Brissett. I know maybe Geno was a little bit, like, hated on in his time in Las Vegas, but, they just do not, like, maybe if one of them drafts Ty Simpson, you have something there, but, like, they really don't have it. Like, Jacoby Brissett is your starting quarterback. You don't even have like a,
They have entered the Arch Manning sweepstakes. They're tanking with the Jets to see who can get Arch, assuming he's good, which he improved a lot last season, so maybe he's going to continue to improve. I don't know.
The men's bracket is out. Do we care enough to check it out?
Actually, I want to see where Georgia is because I mean, we're going to lose first or second round, but I'm still curious.
Yeah.
Do you have it open?
I mean, let me see. Oh, do I create a bracket?
Oh, there was a team that went 31-0 in the regular season, and people are genuinely arguing they should miss the tournament because they lost one game in their conference tournament.
Baylor. No, you were right. Baylor's not here, I don't think.
Dang.
That's a bummer.
Sorry, man. Can't pick them to win it all.
What were you looking for? Or Georgia?
Yeah. I think we're probably 8 seed.
Yeah, y'all are 8 playing St. Louis 9 seed.
St. Louis. We can beat them. I thought we were going to draw Villanova, which I would not be happy about. Looks like I like UConn too. They got a 2 seed. I'm a casual basketball fan, you guys. I'm allowed to like multiple teams. Yep, that's what I'm going with.
Yep. My team now that Baylor's out is going to be Houston.
There we go. They could win it all. They're pretty good.
Yeah, they could. They almost did last year, right?
Yeah, they were in the championship. I think they were.
They were in the championship.
I think they made a crazy comeback in the Final Four, and then they came up short against Florida in the championship. I thought you only cared about Georgia football. True, I have not watched a single Georgia basketball game. I just look at the box score after and go, oh, Georgia won. Oh, Georgia lost, and just.
I think the last Baylor basketball game I watched start to finish was the championship we won in 2021. Oh
man, it's been a minute.
It's been a little minute, yeah. I mean, maybe I've watched some games here and there, but honestly, I went to Baylor only for 2 years though because I transferred. I never went to a basketball game. I did not care, honestly.
Yeah, basketball's always been my second favorite sport, but I don't normally watch. I've gotten a lot more into it this offseason because I don't really know why. I just have.
Right.
But I've not watched any college games. It's actually just been the pro games I've watched. I suddenly really support the Charlotte Hornets. So go Charlotte-based teams. Let's go. I've only watched a couple of their games, but yeah. Baylor and Houston, they're kind of rivals, aren't they?
I think so. I mean, we're both Big 12, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not like big time rivalries though. No, Sudoku, we haven't talked about the Colts yet. We should do that soon because we got thoughts on that. And yeah, I was telling you the lineman that was gonna start for Ikem Ekwonu at left tackle did retire midweek, and I think we were thrown off by that. But congrats to him. Congrats to Yosh on his retirement. Hope he enjoys it. Thank you for what you did in Carolina. He was only here a couple years, but he was pretty good as a backup.
Getting some stuff about Stroud. Daniel, do you think Stroud will have a bounce back year in 2026? And Sudoku says, kind of think Houston should bring another quarterback. See, my thing is now who would we bring in though? Like we haven't done anything at quarterback, and like honestly, I think Davis Mills is like as good as a backup.
Anthony Richardson.
Yeah. Yes. We got interceptions versus can't hit water from a boat for the quarterback.
Who is who?
Yeah. But hey, we would get 2 of the top 3 draft picks, or I guess 2 of the top 4 technically, but like we would get both of them. But anyway, I'm a Stroud believer. I'm still a CJ Stroud believer. I don't think he's like elite, but I think he's good, and I think he will bounce back. I think we made some moves on the offensive line. It's still not going to be great. That's going to be kind of a struggle, but we did get David Montgomery running back. I mean, like, Tank Dell should be back. The receiver should develop. Our defense, not that the defense directly affects CJ Stroud, but kind of, our defense will be good as always. So I'm a CJ Stroud believer, but if he continues to play poorly,
trade up for Arch Manning.
Please,
keep him in the state of Texas.
I think honestly, CJ was just heavily criticized for like a smaller number of games. And like, I know beyond that, he wasn't exactly great, but he was still good in moments. Like if you look statistically, he was better like this season than he was last season. I know the rookie year is what everyone's raving about, but I think he's good, not great. And I think he'll bounce back, but that's just my piece.
Well, we'll see what happens. Are you happy with Houston's offseason so far? They didn't make a lot of moves. I did see they got Reed Blankenship, which I thought was
we got
quietly a really nice move.
Yes. I mean, what I was saying there is that I just thought, because we're keeping all our defensive pieces, or our key ones at least. I don't know who the most significant guy we let walk. I mean, Will Anderson's here, Danielle Hunter, whom we extended, by the way. Give him another random, 1-year contract.
Yeah.
It's 1 year, $40 million, which is kind of a lot. But he's pretty freaking good, which, by the way, I think, Danielle... Did I say Will Anderson? I meant Danielle Hunter.
Yeah, you said them both. You said that you extended Danielle. I'm pretty sure that's what you said.
Okay, that's good. Yeah. I think Danielle Hunter's a little bit underrated as far as, the all-time, thing. He has about as many sacks as JJ Watt, I think, career. And I think Danielle has played less years. I know JJ got hurt, but anyway. Beside that, am I happy with the offseason? Yes. I mean, what I was saying there is that I think our defense just got better because we have Reed Blankenship. Now, we already had safeties, we have Jalen Petrie and Kalen Bullock. We cut Jimmy Ward, obviously. So I'm pretty happy. I'm happy we got a running back. I hope Montgomery, hopefully he's hopefully he plays well. I just don't know.
He hasn't been a clear-cut starter in a few years, not since his Chicago
which
days.
Maybe could play to our advantage, actually. He doesn't have as much tread on the tires, but no, I'm pretty happy, and I think we did.
Well, do you know if the plan is to have him take the bulk of the carries, or is he going to split with Woody?
I feel like he'll probably take a bulk of them, but probably some split. Maybe you have Woody as the third down back, which I guess ironically, David in Detroit was kind of that third short back. I don't know what the plan is actually. I haven't really looked into it. But because I do think we want to develop Woody, but obviously we need a better running back in the room. And Woody alone, couldn't really take on the load. Yeah, no, I'm pretty happy. We signed some offensive linemen. I'm not expecting us to do too many. I mean, ultimately, our quarterback in the playoffs was the problem, and our offensive line as well. And I say there was one problem that I say, and this and that, but also we were depleted on receivers. So there were some issues there, but I didn't think they were far too many. I mean, if CJ Stroud just doesn't poop the bed in the playoffs, I'm not saying we win the Super Bowl or anything like that, but we have a way better chance than we did. Like we
Yeah,
just
I mean,
shot
you've improved the roster overall, right? You
yeah.
still have
Or
some
like
issues,
you're
but
like 5 interceptions against New England, and we were always within like a score or two. Like like we definitely do better. Yeah, Joe Mixon got cut. I don't know if you saw that, but Joe Mixon got cut.
yeah, no one knows what's going on with him. We haven't known for a long
I
time.
feel like he may never play again, honestly. Like I feel like it's like that discreet, and it's just like
It's pretty
he took a
crazy.
year off. Like maybe he like goes to like Kansas City as a backup or something and just
Wins
like,
a ring before he retires. Nah.
right, imagine that. Tank Dell should be coming back. I mean, unless he had another major setback, but that's the plan. I don't know if he's gonna be like the same, like what he was his rookie year or anything like that. Like I'm not even necessarily relying on him being elite, but he should be back. I mean, we'll have him, we'll have Nico. I mean, we resigned Dalton Schultz, which I think he's good, not great. I feel like we'll need to upgrade at tight end here in a couple years. What's Nick Chubb's status? I think Nick Chubb's a free agent.
Yeah, yeah, I think that's correct. Nobody has shown much interest in him though, so I mean, he's at the end of his career, unfortunately. I'm a big Nick Chubb fan, having watched him play for Georgia in college. Like, one of the best Georgia running backs I've ever watched, so I'd like to see him win a ring before he officially retires, so I wouldn't mind him going ring chasing right now.
Yep. How good was Houston's O-line last year? I haven't heard people complain about it a lot since week 7. Yeah, I think it was improved over the year before. In 2024, it was really bad. I think it was just like, it was still very inconsistent, like guys like kind of rotating, but it did improve. But then like, it still wasn't like all that good. Like, I still think that like, if we had a better offensive line, CJ probably doesn't play as bad as he did. Maybe that's just me being a CJ optimist, but I think if he had a better offensive line and like run support, he would be better. I mean, he was better. Like, he was good his rookie year. I don't know like what happened since, but he's proven he can be good. But anyway, all right. Enough Texans rant, although I appreciate all the questions, everything like that. But no, we didn't talk about Daniel Jones.
Yeah, I think we should pivot to your rivals. Daniel Jones got a bag despite his injury last year. Is Daniel Jones the next Kirk Cousins, robbing teams in broad daylight?
Yeah, Daniel Jones. I mean, what a guy. What a con artist his agent is. So funny, but yeah, I mean, I guess to be fair, if you're Indy, there's not much better you could have done.
It's like with Miami, right? There's nothing more you can do.
I mean, like, he played well that like first half of the year. I know like it wasn't like, you know, like, oh, greatest offense ever or anything like that, but he played well.
I mean, it was getting there. Like, they were putting up some insane stats early on till the injuries really kicked in and teams
right. I mean, yeah, the injuries kicked in. I mean, you know, that's fine. I mean, like, I think, you know,
just in case somebody else wants to pay him even more than they're willing to pay, I guess.
Right.
I don't know.
I'm so confused.
We never see the transition tag used. So I didn't even know what it meant at first. I had to look it up when I saw that. I was like, oh, cool. That's a new thing.
Yeah. I didn't know what that was either. Like, is it just like it was like the Colts could match any offer that other teams like came after him at, but like he's also coming off a torn Achilles, right? So,
yeah, like there's a chance that he comes back and is just Giants Daniel Jones, you know, or even worse, right. he could regress below that for all we really know. I hope that doesn't happen. But another part of this, though, is the Colts were kind of going all in on him midway through last season, right? They traded 2 first-round picks to get Sauce Gardner, thinking, okay, with this offense, if we get this guy on defense, we have a great team overall. We're contending for a Super Bowl. And in my opinion, at that point in the season, they truly were. I think that they had the ability to win it all, especially with what we ended up learning about the AFC. I think they really could have gone all the way, but it didn't work out for them. But they're going all in on him. It's like they're kind of committed at that point, you know? So they get to this point in the offseason, they've already lost 2 first-round picks. What are they going to do? They can't just pivot to another option, because what are they going to do? Right. Let him go and try to get Malik Willis and hope that worked? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, yeah, you kind of thought that, like, I don't know. They also seem to overpay for Alec Pierce. yeah, somehow Alec Pierce became like this offseason darling. I feel like I feel like I look at his stats and like he only had like 1,000 yards. I will say though, like I've seen Alec Pierce torch Derek Stingley, and like that's something. Like I respect the heck out of that dude. Like
he's got a lot of potential beyond what he's already done.
He's got a lot of potential for sure. I feel like he's more likely maybe not Rashid Rice, Rashid Shaheed type guy. Yeah, I'm thinking more in that realm than like Jamar Chase. Now, no one thinks he's Jamar Chase, but, I think he's probably more of that, like, just, like, not necessarily one-trick pony, but just, like, it's like, what I'm talking about. He can catch deep balls. He can, run routes, things like that, so.
He's a capable receiver.
For sure.
Yeah, they overpaid, but maybe that's another thing, like, they had to overpay or else he was going to go to another team. Sort of like Carolina with Jalen Phillips. If we don't overpay him, he's not going to leave Philadelphia to come to us, Yeah, Goddard signing a one-year deal with Philadelphia. I just saw that, by the way. That's interesting because it was previously reported that they weren't going to be able to pay A.J. Brown and keep Dallas Goedert. So I'm wondering if that means we are going to see an A.J. Brown trade. Or did Howie Roseman figure out how to keep both of them? We'll see.
Yeah.
I'd like to see him traded. I think that'd be fun. And hello, Joel. Welcome in, man.
How's it going, Joel? I'm going to figure something out. Like, see how all this light? I don't have, like, blinds that go down. I'm going to try to cover it. I'm still here, so I can still talk to you if it's not, too awkward.
We'll make it work. Joel, regarding the tight end position, I would be, as of right now, I'm cool with Kenny Sadiq at 19 overall. I need to do some personal scouting and look more into him. I'm worried that he's not actually that good, but from what I understand, he's pretty good. Very fast tight end as well. I don't really want Njoku unless he's extremely cheap, because, and not at this point in his career, but he would be an upgrade over what we've got, I suppose. Sure. Sudoku says the Sauce trade was a terrible decision. Not saying this in hindsight. Fair enough. In hindsight, it definitely was a bad choice. I don't remember what our stance was at the time, though, Daniel. I feel like we were probably in the negative, but we understood.
I don't remember either. I mean, I've always thought Sauce was overrated, so I probably thought that it was like, kind of a silly trade. But I also think we understood, or at least I understood, like the Colts kind of going all in and everything like that. So I could have kind of understood it then, but I didn't necessarily think, like, I've never thought Sauce Gardner was, like, all that good.
Yeah.
Like, fans of the pod will know, right?
Yeah, we've been hating on Sauce Gardner for a long time around here.
Yes, I mean, really, I have. And part of it is, like, the comparisons to Stingley and, like, how in year one, like, like, Sauce was, like, better, and then, like, oh, he's the greatest player ever on the planet. Oh, there's a still ray of light.
Dude, we got to go back to our Discord server and see what we were saying about Sauce Gardner in his rookie season, because I think we were making fun of him that year too, because we kept seeing all of his highlights that were just him pushing off receivers and holding, and people are like, yeah, defensive rookie of the year, he's so good. Nah, Witherspoon that year was better. I maintain that. Right. Yeah, no, that's quite funny. But yeah, I don't know. Okay, I give up. I will I'll make sure this is covered next time. But basically, I have the window here, and the sun is, of course, beaming down. And, like, my blinds just don't work. Like, I try to pull the thing, just doesn't go down. So, yeah, that's which is normally not an issue, but here with where I am and, like, time of day. So, I am illuminated. Y'all just have to deal with it. Yeah, but, Daniel's glowing right now. How about that? I'm glowing indeed, but we're just that happy to be talking about football. Yes, but right, for sure. But yeah, I always thought Sauce was like over it. I think he's good, don't get me wrong, but like he was like the best corner in the like no. Yeah, everyone is saying he's the best. I never got behind that. No. Yeah. No. Yeah. No. Like, people thought he was, like, some, like, like, he was, like, Myles Garrett type. Like, are we serious? I mean, he might have generational talent. I don't scout corners. I don't know how to scout corners and judge that for myself, so I don't really know, but... I mean, Stingley was literally picked ahead of him. It was Stingley generational? No. Maybe. Some people might have said that, actually. I don't remember looking into corners that draft, so I don't really know. Wasn't it, like, his freshman year he was cracked, but then, like, he had injuries or something, so there was kind of a risk there? I don't know. I don't remember. Well, I remember that. I never looked into him. Yeah. Yeah, trading 2 first-rounders for Jets DB has never gone poorly before. Never. No. Never, ever, ever. Yep. Yeah, Sauce trade could pay off this year if Indiana Jones doesn't have a sophomore slump. That's true. we're questioning their decisions in free agency, but Indiana Jones could come back and be an MVP candidate again.
Yeah,
Alec Pierce with more reps could become even better.
Yeah.
Sauce Gardner on defense could help them a ton. It's all possible. It comes together. It's possible. I just don't believe.
Yes. So, speaking of Jets players, Geno Smith somehow got traded to New York. I think it was just Geno, like a pick swap, like a 6 and a 7 pick swap. I didn't expect that. Like, I just thought, like, the reunion, like, I just didn't think it would happen, but
I thought it was all memes. The memes actually came true.
Yeah, but,
I mean, that's the most Jets thing ever, though, right? Everyone else is saying it, so I'll say it, too. They had Geno Smith before and after he was good. It's perfect. Peak Jets. Yeah. Only they could do that.
Right, only they could pull it off.
At least they produced a good quarterback. The Cleveland Browns haven't done that. I'm sorry, Cleveland. I'm sorry.
Right.
You don't deserve that, Cleveland. Well, I guess you do because you have Deshaun Watson. Anyway,
true.
Yeah, the Jets have had an interesting offseason, haven't they? They spent a lot of money. They made some moves. I don't think they have a better roster today than they did a year ago, though.
Yeah, I mean, they trade for Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, he's so happy about that. He's really happy to be a New York Jet. You definitely
I don't
want to get traded
remember
again.
like what else they did, but yeah,
nothing actually comes to mind for me.
They'll just be like a 4-13.
It seemed like they made solid, logical moves, but it's all gonna amount, like 4-13, 5-12 record, something like that. Yeah, I don't know about that. We were joking about Geno to the Jets. I can't believe it actually happened. It's crazy, isn't it? It's crazy. I'm pretty happy about it. Next, we need Derek Carr to unretire and then get traded to the Raiders. That's the next big move. Let's go ahead and have all these reunions.
Yes.
Oh, man.
I mean, Deshaun Watson back to Houston while we're at it as our backup. Hey, he'll be CJ's competition.
Can you imagine? The Titans made a ton of moves too. I really like the Titans offseason. A lot of people are. I'm sure you've seen the memes. Dayball's like, "Hey, what if we sign all the guys that got me fired?" That's pretty funny. But I thought a lot of the signings they made were pretty logical, and I think Tennessee improved a lot this offseason. Do you have a stance on that?
Oh, for Tennessee?
Yeah.
So let's see. They got Wan'Dale Robinson. I know that. What else did they do?
They signed other players. I can't remember anyone else they signed, dude.
Titans free agency. Yeah. I'm sure they had a solid free agency class.
I know last I checked, I kind of skimmed who they were signing, and I thought this makes sense. I like what they're doing. They have a plan.
Okay, so they got Wan'Dale Robinson. They got John Myers.
That was a good signing. That's a good signing.
Alontae Taylor, Cordell Flott, Mitch Trubisky, Josh Williams, Austin, Daniel Bellinger. See, I feel like this has happened before to where it's like, the Titans get all these, like, good free agents, but they're all names not really recognized, and they're just going to rot on the Titans.
It's possible.
I just don't... I mean, they're solid moves. I mean, I think they're, good moves. I think Wan'Dale Robinson's going to be a good receiver for Cam Ward to kind of rely on.
But he's not like an elite superstar receiver, right?
Right, but they need someone he can, like, rely on. I mean, like, last year, weren't his top receivers, like, Van Jefferson and, like...
Alik Ayamanor, the rookie out of Stanford... Calvin Ridley sometimes played football, I think.
Right. Jude McNatney. Yeah, exactly. But I always feel like the Titans just make these moves, and it's like, and we're like, oh, they had a good offseason, but they're going to be like 4-13 as well.
Yeah, it's sort of like with the Jets. All the things they did were logical. They spent money. It seems like they kind of have a plan now, but it probably won't amount to much. But at least with the Titans, they have what they believe to be their franchise quarterback. So if Cam Ward improves, then there you go. Mike Evans, thank goodness, is out of the NFC South. I was happy about that, too. Alontae Taylor from the Saints also left, and Cam Jordan, I believe, is going to be leaving. Demario Davis left. I'm really happy about all of that. Daniel, Mike Evans is a 49er. Is it going to work out, or is he going to be injured by Week 6? He's going to be injured by Week 6.
That's a good question. Assuming, and I know there's a whole thing with the power plant and how that's like, like cursed or something. Assuming that he doesn't get injured. I mean, like, which is a big assumption to make, but
he's had hamstring injuries for like 5 years now, so.
Oh, I don't know. But like he'll be a solid like red zone threat probably for Brock Purdy. Like, I don't think he's gonna have like another 1,000-yard season and like actually be this like impact player. I don't even know. Is he even like wide receiver like 2 or 3 or what's his status there?
Who is he? Well, Jennings is a free agent, so it's him and it's Ricky Pearsall right now.
I guess that's true. I guess their receiver room isn't all that.
Yeah, it's falling apart a lot.
Yeah, I mean, they technically have Brandon Ayuk, I think, still, but that's clearly like gone to the wayside.
Ayum's not coming back. Yeah, the Titans all
No,
depends on Ward if he can figure things out. Agreed. They go as far as Ward can take them.
yeah. So I look up 49ers.
All right, good night, Sox. The Thomas Takes, a new podcast. Feel free to check him out as he talks about all Boston sports. I think that's what he's doing.
The depth chart does list Mike Evans as wide receiver 1, and then Ricky Pearsall, Marcus Robinson. Brandon Ayuk isn't even on there, but I don't think he officially got cut yet. But he's clearly going to.
Yeah, he's done.
So, yeah, he's done. And
Mike Evans is going to be a Hall of Famer in my opinion. I think he's done enough.
Yep,
I'd say he's done enough. It's still light out here.
Still light. Man. Yeah, it's beaming. We're saying goodnight.
Yeah, I don't think Mike Evans is going to be just a huge impact player in San Francisco either. Like, he might get to 1,000 yards. I think that's if he wanted to not sustain the streak, it ended. But if he wanted to get 1,000 yards again, I think that's one of the best places he could have gone. I don't know if it'll happen though. Will anyone sign Ayuk? No. NASCAR maybe, but not in the NFL.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. I heard like the Commanders might be interested, but like of course Ayuk would go to the Commanders.
Yikes. Speaking of Commanders taking 49ers receivers, Deebo Samuel is still available. Who do you think he signs with?
I have not put an iota of a thought into that.
Nor have I. It just kind of popped into my mind.
What's the deal? Did he just rot in Washington? Like what happened?
He actually had a decent year last season, I thought.
Okay. I guess like the team just overall kind of struggled. I mean, he's 30. He just turned 30, so he still has some years left. Yeah, he had a solid year, 700 yards, 5 touchdowns. I mean, like, he's probably, like
option 2 or 3 on most teams.
Yeah, honestly, like he should go to like the Rams and be their like wide receiver 3.
That would be kind of nasty. The Rams. Yeah. Did you hear that they were potentially interested in trading for AJ Brown?
No,
they were pursuing that. Like they were trying to swap him for Devontae Adams, I think, and there's some other compensation. I don't remember what it was.
Oh, really? Okay, yeah.
Sudoku, I'm not sure. I know we've explained it a couple of times, but I'm not sure that. Yeah, I doubt it. It's pretty funny.
Brandon Ayuk. Yeah, so the premise behind that is like, because back when he was actually like good, or I think coming off a good year, and there was like speculations of him getting traded and everything like that over like a contract. So I think he was speculated to go to like New England and like Pittsburgh, maybe, if I remember. So I think the article was about him potentially going to New England, right? If I remember correctly. But anyway, there's Brandon Ayuk. Let's see. Brandon Ayuk. Let me just check the stats, be sure. He turns 28. Hey, Brandon Ayuk's birthday is in 2 days. Happy early birthday, Brandon Ayuk. He'll be 28 then. But basically, so in 2023, that's when he had an insane season, 1,300 yards, 7 touchdowns. And then I think it was after that year when he was up for a contract. And the 49ers, signed him, but, and then immediately regretted it. Like, they should have traded him. But anyway, there was an article that came out about, like, the possibility of New England trading for him. And the guy who wrote it misspelled. He misspelled Brandon Ayuk. And then I don't know, like, why it was sharing I don't know if it was sharing Discord just for the headline or for the misspell, but basically...
No one guessed it was the misspell. It was absolutely the misspell.
Yes, so we just affectionately... I mean, we checked. The article never got corrected. Like, it still says Brandon Ayuk.
It's amazing. We're gonna have to find it and just pin it in our... It's probably still in our server. We can probably find it, but we've got to pin that.
Yeah. Please do that. Do that. Like, explain the Ayuk. I think that's what it was. I didn't see when the message was sent, but yeah, that's the Brandon Ayuk backstory.
All right. Thoughts on AJ Brown? Joel was asking. I would like to see him traded out of Philadelphia. I would be interested in seeing how he does there. Then we can see, if he plays with a better quarterback. Was Jalen Hurts the problem, or is it AJ Brown? I'd like to find out. Because I don't really know. I don't think AJ Brown. He's had one season with 1,400 yards, but everything else has basically been around 1,000 yards. So I don't know. I'd be interested. A change of scenery, it kind of feels like would be good for both parties, but I don't know.
He's had 2 seasons with 1,400 yards, but yeah, everything else is 1,000.
My bad.
Yeah. No, you're good. 22 and 23, he was really good, and those are the 2 years right after he left Tennessee. But yeah, I didn't mean to like correct you because you said that. I was like, is that actually true?
No, I need to be corrected because I'm wrong a fair amount of times.
No, so you're all good. I want to be corrected. It's not like he's like some, it's not like he's Jerry Rice out there, right?
Right.
But
well, he obviously has the talent to be a top 5 receiver in the league. At one point in time, he was probably viewed as such.
Yeah, no, there was definitely time. I think like that time span, he was like one of the best receivers in the game. But I don't know, honestly. Like, I really like. I kind of thought if he was going to be traded, it'd happen by now. But maybe I don't know.
Draft day trade. Let's go.
That would not be the first AJ Brown draft day trade. All right.
Right. I could definitely see that happening. Just I don't know who is going to trade.
I was seeing like his next team odds though. Like the Titans are like number 5, which is
he's not going back to Tennessee. Nah. Nope.
Let's see. AJ Brown next team odds. This is as of March 3rd, so I guess it could have changed after free agency. But as of March 3rd, which was before free agency officially kicked off, it was Eagles, Patriots, Chargers, Bills, and then Titans, and then Raiders, Ravens, Dolphins, 49ers.
Okay. Yeah, I've heard about the Patriots, and I heard about the Rams. I'm surprised they weren't on that list just because of the rumors that have been coming out lately.
Yes.
I'd like to see him in Carolina. Let's trade Xavier Legette to Philadelphia for AJ Brown straight up. I think that's fair. Legette has a lot of potential, okay?
Yes.
He won't complain if you give him 3 targets a game. He'll be happy.
He'll be happy to be there, exactly, yes.
Yeah. Please, Philadelphia.
Right.
Anyway, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. Like, I honestly don't really know. Like, I don't really have any thoughts about AJ Brown. Like, I mean, hopefully, I don't know. Maybe New England makes some sense. Like, I'm not sure.
Do they still, though? Because they paid a decent amount of money to get Romeo Doubs. That was their big signing of this free agency class. The past 2 years have been fixated on upgrading at receiver, according to the fans at least, and they did with Romeo Doubs.
All that for Romeo Doubs.
Don't get me wrong. He's a solid receiver. I would have been cool with him coming to Carolina if we could have gotten him, honestly. But you still need another receiver there. He'll get you 1,000 yards, maybe.
I mean, I saw a headline that, like, Stephon Diggs might just re-sign with New England after they cut him.
Yeah, Stephon Diggs should just retire. No.
Honestly, Sudoku, that's how I feel too. Like, I don't really. I mean, it'll be a headline when it happens. Like, oh, he gets traded to like San Francisco and like what the implications there are. But like, I don't know. I don't think he's necessarily making some huge impact anywhere. That could be a hot take, but I don't really think so.
I think it just depends on where he goes. It depends on where he goes.
I mean, I think that too, but like my view of whomever trades for him is probably not going to change much.
Fair enough.
I'm surprised they move off Diggs. I guess there's just a lot of nonsense going on, and they're just like
he's not good enough to be putting up with all that drama.
Yeah, it's the Belichickian model of like if your problems outweigh your production, then like you're out of here.
Yeah, Tyreek Hill is still a free agent, taking a sweet time to go back to Kansas City, I guess. Speaking of Kansas City, we've not talked about Kenneth Walker going there yet, have we?
Right. No, we haven't.
Yeah. We're trying to get all the big names done. I forgot about him.
My thing is the first
big one.
Of course, we let Super Bowl MVP Kenneth Walker just join the Chiefs. But I mean, they had to pay a lot for him. I think it was $15 million a year.
Yeah, he's like 4th or 5th highest paid running back in the league now, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. So I mean, they had to pay a good price for him. But yeah, I think that's a good signing by the Chiefs. I think it makes sense for Kenneth Walker as well because. I think
paying him $15 million a year.
Well, there's that, but but I think the Chiefs, we've talked about. I think they'll be back. I mean, I don't know how many Super Bowls they'll win the next decade or so, but they're going to be consistent playoff Super Bowl contenders, for years to come. I think they just had one down year, and then they're just going to kind of retool. They have a top 10 pick and everything like that, and then they can just kind of go from there. So I think they'll be pretty competitive again.
Yeah, I think it's an interesting move. I wouldn't have given him $15 million a year. As a Panthers fan, if we signed him for $12 million a year, I wouldn't have been super pleased with that. He's good. Kenneth Walker's good. I don't think he's that good. He shouldn't be paid like a top 5 running back in the league.
What Sudoku's saying, I agree with. One Super Bowl MVP. Yeah, I mean, I agree with you there. Super Bowl MVP. He just had one crazy game. Nick Foles was a Super Bowl MVP. So like, wasn't Julian Edelman a Super Bowl MVP as well? But yeah, no, I agree. But yeah, he wasn't like, I mean, he's good, but like, it's not like after one game or one playoff run or whatever, he's like some top tier running back. Like, let's see, Kenneth Walker, because like,
it felt like there were a lot of points last season where we checked his stat lines and went, wow, you were extremely inefficient. No wonder Charbonnet is getting all these carries. And then you see the next week Charbonnet was inefficient.
221 carries, 1,027 yards, 4.6 per carry, which is pretty good. 5 touchdowns. Although Charbonnet is getting all the red zone carries. But basically NFL, let me see, running back. I want to see where he ranked among like among running backs in terms of yards. He was where is he? I thought I'm confused because he's a Chiefs leader. He was number 16 in terms of yards.
Yeah, pretty
with
pretty
Breece
average.
Hall, Rico Dowdle, Tony Pollard ahead of him, DeAndre Swift. So he wasn't even like all that.
I guess the thought for the Chiefs is they're going to give him 16, 17 carries a game, more than he got in Seattle last season, and he can go back to being like a 1,200, 1,300 running back, 1,300 yard running back. Because I think he was not far off from that before Charbonnet got a bunch of carries in Seattle. No.
Right. No, that sounds about right. I'm sorry, man. I have to take another break. I'll be right back.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people in sports media praising the move. I've seen people calling him a top 5 running back. The move doesn't scare me. If the Chiefs return and they're a dynasty again, I don't think it's going to be largely because of Kenneth Walker. I think it'll be because of other moves they make. I do think them signing a running back at all in free agency is very interesting because they were a potential Jeremiah Love destination in the draft. The Saints were too. They signed Etienne, or Etienne. Is that how you say it? He's been correcting people about his name lately, so nice. But they signed him, and that's another team in the top 10 that could have taken Jeremiah Love. Anyway, the Chiefs have a premium draft pick, and it makes you really think and wonder, what are they going to do with it? Because everyone looked at them and thought, Jeremiah Love. That's what they do. Maybe they go receiver now. Maybe they get a premier edge rusher in the top 10. I don't know. I think it's very interesting, though. They already got their running back, and I think he's going to be good for them, just not a top 5 running back. He'll be good. I don't know. I don't mind it for the Chiefs, but it doesn't scare me as much as it seems to scare everybody else, you know?
Yeah, I mean, they need a good running back, though, or like a quality running back, and they got that.
It's a huge upgrade over Pacheco.
Yeah, but I don't know what necessarily differentiates him, like Kenneth Walker from like DeAndre Swift or something like that. So yeah, I mean, it's okay. I mean, it's a good move. I think for the most part, but we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, as a running back, this might be the only one he gets. Yeah, that's possible. Good for him. Yeah, good for him.
Good for him though.
It's cool. Breece Hall is trapped. Yes, he is. Poor guy. He'll get out at some point, maybe. Achan, yeah, you saw the clip with Travis Etienne telling people how to actually pronounce his last name, right?
I actually didn't watch it, but I think I did.
It's like Achan or something like that. It's not Achan, but it's slightly different, I think.
Atan? Like Atan?
No, there was definitely a CH sound in there. Like Achan. I don't know, it was weird. It's like, no wonder people call him Etienne. But if he wants people to call him by his proper name, I suppose we shall. Once I figure out how to say it.
Walker's better than DeAndre Swift, but DeAndre Swift have more yards this past year.
Oh boy, DeAndre Swift is losing his job this year to Kyle Monangai. Anywho,
totally.
He really might. They were splitting carries last year, and he's a second-year running back. Are there any other big names we've missed?
Like big names,
to where in our post pod we'll be like, how did we not talk about them?
Yeah, I'm opening Discord. Of course, I closed it at some point. I mean, there's some random names. I mean, not really. I mean, Hendrickson, as we indirectly talked about.
Yep, doesn't.
We discussed Lindenbaum.
Overpaid, but you have.
Yeah, I guess the other story. Oh, we didn't really discuss McDuffie though. McDuffie and DJ Moore being traded.
Oh yeah. I want to talk about DJ Moore. I want to talk about DJ Moore. I've had thoughts on
Hall of
DJ
Fame
Moore
wide
ever since we
receiver,
traded him.
DJ Moore.
I like him. It was fun while he was in Carolina. He was never an elite wide receiver one. I don't care what sports media says. He's never been that good. Good grief. Can we stop pretending? I wish him luck in Buffalo, though. I like the move for Buffalo. I don't think it's a big deal giving up a second-round pick. I think he will probably return that value with his 960 yards he gets next season and his 5-6 touchdowns. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
I don't think it's like they just got an elite wide receiver one. I saw some people in sports media acting like they got, prime Tyreek Hill or something like that. It's crazy.
No, it's kind of like Wandale going to Tennessee, honestly. Like,
yeah.
You just get... I'm not comparing the two players, but
you could, though, because Wandale was better last season.
True.
Statistically.
Yeah, honestly. Really think about it. If Wandale is good, if not better than DJ Moore...
I mean, Wandale is a slot receiver, to be fair, so it's hard to compare, but
yeah.
Wandale got more yards. Pretty sure.
That's true. Yeah, Wandale got 1,014. DJ Moore, the Hall of Fame receiver, got 682. Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was closer to 800. Oh,
no,
gosh.
he only got 600, 682.
But it must be because Chicago has so many talented receivers. They must have gotten like 1,000 yards in order for DJ Moore to fall off like that. Keenan Allen must have had a resurgence there and gotten 1,000 yards. It's the only way the Hall of Famer did not manage to crack 700 yards.
Right.
I don't mean to be a DJ Moore hater. I hate having to be a hater like that, but it's just so ridiculous.
It's quite funny. Like we were talking, like I remember we were talking about the time with like when the one overall pick trade happened, y'all traded away DJ Moore. Like people were acting like y'all traded away like Jamar Chase in his prime. Like, are we really serious?
Like, people were right that it would have been nice for us to have a good receiver for Bryce Young to throw to in his early years, but it's DJ Moore. He's good, but I would much rather give up DJ Moore than, at the time, I think it was Brian Burns or Derek Brown they were trying to get. Those guys were far more valuable to us than DJ Moore, so... Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Keenan Allen was with the... Oh, shoot. Was he really? Wait, who am I thinking of then? Who was with the Bears last year?
It was Roma Dunze and Luther Burden, I think.
Oh, yeah, it was Burden. It was Burden.
Yeah.
My bad. Yeah, total brain fart there. I don't know. I just forgot the Keenan Allen.
I wasn't even paying attention. I didn't even catch you say that.
That makes it even worse for DJ Moore. How did you only get 680 yards or whatever it was? And he's still got the media treating him like he's superstar wide receiver one. I swear, he's going to go for 1,400 yards this year, and I'm going to have to eat all my words.
Right. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, like, Josh Allen will...
Sorry. Go ahead.
No. I wasn't going to say anything important.
I just saw Sudoku's DJ Moore and David Moore comment. David Moore is still in the league because Dave Canales in Carolina insists on keeping him around every single season.
David Moore, dang, he is in the league, yeah. I had never heard of him until today, honestly.
Yeah, we keep signing him every offseason. He keeps sticking around, somehow beating out some of the young guys. Odunze missed a few games too. True. And Burden also wasn't that good until late in the season. Seriously, What is DJ Moore's excuse?
What is DJ Moore's excuse?
I'm sorry. I hate being a Moore hater. I hate it. Someone's got to do it,
McDuffie,
though.
I agree with Sudoku. Rams overpaid for McDuffie. Like, I don't know. I feel like...
What did they give up? Is the first-round pick?
I think it was... Was it 2 firsts? Or maybe it was just
2
1?
Firsts.
Well, they also paid him. So I think, like, Trent McDuffie deal. Let's see.
I mean, the last time team traded for an elite Chiefs corner, it definitely went well. He definitely didn't just get released from his team. Snead.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, I forgot about that until now. Legarius Sneed released from the Titans
Tennessee,
early this week.
Right? That was such a Titans moment.
Apparently.
But 4 years, $124 million with $100 million guaranteed.
Dang, that's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. That's 31 a year, right?
Yeah, 31 a year.
I never thought that he was like top 2, top 3 corner in the league, but maybe he is. Maybe
and the Rams traded a first round, which is 29 overall, so it's not some like super valuable first round pick, but they sent 29, a 5th rounder this year, a 6th rounder this year, and a 3rd round next year to the Chiefs.
I don't
That's according to the AI overview, so take that with a grain of salt. But yeah,
I don't hate that, but I don't like the contract they gave him. Like that's
I think the contract is kind of wild.
I mean, I guess they're going all in. They're trying to win one more ring with Stafford before he retires, which we're not that far away from. So more than Stingley or Surtain, dang, highest paid in the league.
Yeah, I was glad we traded Stingley when we did because, like, because clearly, like,
wait, who did you trade him to?
No, traded.
Oh, we're doing great today, Daniel. We're doing great.
We traded Derek Stingley to the Jets to replace Sauce Gardner. I don't know, but yeah. No, Stingley ain't going anywhere, you wouldn't think. I'm kind of worried that we're going to have so many guys to pay. And, like, if CJ has a halfway decent year, we will extend him for, like, $55 million a year or something like that.
He is going to bankrupt the Houston Texans.
Right. Although I do think if he if he plays mediocre again, I don't think we should extend him. I think we're learning from like the Kyler Murrays and Tuas to where it's like you don't want to overpay a mid quarterback, right?
Right.
But we have to extend Will Anderson. Obviously, Stingley is on the books. I think we paid Jalen Petrie. I actually don't remember. I think we did pay Jalen Petrie, extended him, but
you're gonna have to pay Nico Collins more at some point too. You've got
that's true. He's starting to get kind of under the market a little bit, but yeah, I mean, got a lot of guys to pay. But
Alec Pierce is getting paid more than Nico Collins right now, so
I believe that. Yeah,
Sam Darnold's contract looks amazing compared to all these other deals. It's crazy how much things can change. Just 1 year is all it takes. True. Man.
Yes.
One thing I did want to cover, I don't know if it was on our list or not, Michael Pittman to the Steelers. Initial reaction, didn't like it. Once I got all the details, I'm not really sure what Indianapolis is doing. They only got a 6th-round pick for a 1,000-yard caliber receiver?
Trade him for a 6th?
I think that's what it was, a 6th-round pick for Michael Pittman.
I know he had a down year, but was it that down?
I mean, he didn't get 1,000 yards, but also, like... I think he wasn't the preferred receiver for Daniel Jones. It was Pierce and Downs who were having good games, and Warren is there. Someone had to be the odd man out if they were going to keep Alec Pierce. So my perception of it is they chose Alec Pierce and had to move someone else. But for only a 6th-round pick, like I would have gladly given that up for him.
He had 7 touchdowns.
7 touchdowns is pretty good.
I don't know if these were like goal line fades or whatever. Obviously, context matters. He had 7 touchdowns.
How many yards?
It was 784.
Okay. Why would you? Yeah, I'm with Sudoku. It must be the style of they play, I guess. I would rather a Pittman.
His average per catch, I think, was pretty low. It was 9.8, and like the year before it was 11.6 and 10.6, and then
I wonder how much of that is because of Phillip Rivers being the quarterback later in the season. Wonder if that had a strong effect on it.
Play that many games though, I don't think. They only play like 3 or 4 games.
3 or 4, yeah. And did anyone else play quarterback for them? Riley Leonard?
Daniel Jones. Riley Leonard played a game. I don't know. I think it was just Daniel Jones and Phillip. I guess when Daniel Jones got hurt, did Riley Leonard or did Anthony Richardson play at all? I don't.
No, because he was injured early in the year. And
that's right. Yeah, he had something with his eye or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, he attempted 2 passes somehow. I don't know when that was, but yeah, I don't know. But anyway, I mean, yeah, seems like a good move for Pittsburgh. I mean, I like. We'll see like what they do at quarterback, but like if Rodgers gets to work with DK and Michael Pittman and Rico Dowdle, theoretically, that's theoretically an improved offense.
Yeah, here's what I'll give my credit to Pittsburgh because I think they've had a really good offseason. Sneakily, one of the better offseasons anyone's had so far. I think they improved their receiver room. I think they improved their running back room. I'm not as worried about their offensive line as others are because I think that they're going to go offensive line or defensive line in the draft. That's just what they always do. Sure. So I'm not really worried about that. I think it's sort of like with Miami with Malik Willis. They couldn't really have done much better. But also, we might not see the results immediately, you know? Like, Miami made the right choice with Willis, but it might not get them anything. Pittsburgh made good moves. They are still going 9-8 at best, right?
Right.
But yeah, I've really liked a lot of what they've done. I think they improved their defense, too. I'm pretty sure it was them who signed Jamal Dean. That's the guy, right? The corner from Tampa Bay. They signed him away from the Bucs.
Right.
I thought that was a really good move by them. I think they've had a sneakily good offseason so far. but I also don't think it's going to matter a whole lot.
Great offseason.
Okay, aside from that,
after,
yeah,
that's fun, you know.
I'm just assuming that it's like they're not going to be better than 9-8, but I like a lot of the moves they've made. So just giving credit where it's due, because some certain people think I am biased against them. So I got to be objective.
Right. They have to keep Rodgers.
Oh,
right.
Surely.
I mean, that's if Rodgers wants to come back.
If Rodgers wants to come back, they're keeping him. Like that's what I've heard at least.
Yes, and I guess Kirk Cousins would be their fallback option. But what if Kirk Cousins signs with like Las Vegas and Rodgers doesn't come? Like I don't know. That's a go after Derek Carr. I don't know.
You're gonna draft Ty Simpson, and you're gonna be happy about it.
Right. Yeah, they'll draft him. They'll just pray he doesn't get taken to like whatever pick. Yeah, but we'll see. But yeah, I mean, that would be so funny though. Like the Steelers get all these weapons. They don't have a quarterback though.
Yeah, I also don't think they have a truly elite weapon. You know, like Pittman, very good, 1,000-yard receiver, great guy to have as your wide receiver too. DK Metcalf, I don't think he's a wide receiver 1 at this point. Maybe he still has that potential to be, but it's been a while since he truly has been a true wide receiver 1. So they have 2 wide receiver 2s with potential.
Seems like the NFL just has a lot of like good receivers, but not necessarily elite. Like who are the elite receivers? Like Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, Jason, Puka, Amon-Ra, maybe.
I'd put CeeDee Lamb up there.
CeeDee Lamb. So you put George Pickens there too?
As of right now, yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
It's Pittsburgh's fault he hadn't broken out yet. He always had that talent, dude.
Yeah, so that's what, 7? So anyone like I'm obviously missing?
Gosh, I hope not, because we're both missing him then.
Right. Like, I'm not considering guys like Nico Collins, obviously, or like anything like that.
He was on the cusp of it, but didn't make it. AJ Brown, not right now.
No.
At one point in time, I mean, we had debates, AJ Brown or CeeDee Lamb, but not right now. I'm looking up last season's stats to see if...
that's what I'm doing too.
Nice. McBride 6th overall in receiving. Zay Flowers was 7th overall. Is that real? Dang.
That's crazy.
I mean, I like Zay, but he's not that good.
Tedero
McMillan, obviously.
Right. Yes, totally. Travis Kelce, obviously, the best tight end in the league.
No.
Between him or Darren Waller at this point.
Kyle Pitts. Don't forget Kyle Pitts.
Yeah, right.
Breakout season coming. Actually, Kyle Pitts was really good last year, but we're not ready for that conversation.
Yeah, as far as like elite receivers, like there's JSN, Puka, George Pickens, Jamar Chase, Amon-Ra, and then CeeDee Lamb, Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
Yeah, 7. That sounds
7th overall in receiving yards. 6th if you only count receivers. Trey McBride is 6th overall.
Right. Yeah, we're talking about receivers. So Zay Flowers had 1,211 yards, and it had 7th most receiving yards.
Allegedly. ESPN might be lying to us. I'm not sure. I don't remember him getting that many yards.
They could lie and get away with it. How would anyone know?
Yeah, we're not going to verify it.
You just just watch all the games and calculate the yards.
Yeah, right. Pickens, I thought the Pickens had more than 1429, but I guess not.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I think he had that's what I thought though.
I thought he was closer to 15. Guess not. I guess not.
Yeah.
AJ Brown with his 1,003 yards. So Alec Pierce also had 1,003 yards. So Alec Pierce, AJ Brown, same value.
Alec Pierce equals AJ Brown. Exactly.
Stats don't lie, dude. That's how it is.
Stats don't lie.
That's exactly why. Juwan Johnson had more yards than Travis Kelce at the tight end position, so Juwan Johnson's better. DK Metcalf, since we were just talking about him, and I was curious, he had 850 yards last year.
Mm-hmm.
Pittman had 784. Yeah, that's a pretty mediocre receiver room, but I still like the moves, you know?
Yes. Oh, hey, there's Hall of Famer DJ Moore at 50.
Yeah, number 50. There you go. Yeah, right. So good. Yeah, Pickens was number 3 according to yards after Jason and Puka. I'm pretty sure that's correct. He had an outstanding season.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Oh, boy.
Let's see, I'm going to check our list. Did we miss anything?
Yeah, the only other story I really saw that might be worth talking about was like Travis Kelce's coming back.
Oh,
I don't even know if that's necessarily a story. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like he's just coming back to pay for his wedding, right?
Right. Like
I don't
his
know.
future wife is a billionaire, but yeah. But yeah. Anything else you wanted to talk about from there?
Yeah, let me see. I'm just scanning our list. Isaiah Likely is a Giant. I don't think we care a ton about that. Like, I'm
I mean, he
interested
just
to see
called
how he does,
Harbaugh.
but that's about it. Like, he has potential to be a top 5 tight end in my opinion, but we're gonna have to find out.
Mm,
There's not. We'll see. You know, we'll see.
right.
Travis is a Saint. Does not scare me whatsoever. Good for him. Don't care. I didn't mind him when he was in Jacksonville. Now I have to hate on him. It sucks. Let's
Yeah.
see. Yeah, we covered all of these guys. Steelers and Rodgers, Kirk Cousins. Will Anthony Richardson be traded? Yes? Yes?
I mean,
I assume.
I kind of thought it would have been done already. I kind of didn't think anyone was going to trade for him, though.
I think someone will trade for him just for his upside. Like, the Rams could be an interesting spot for him because they got to figure out a plan beyond Stafford. A lot of people are talking about them drafting Ty Simpson. I'd rather take a chance on the Anthony Richardson upside, personally, because I don't believe in Simpson. I don't believe in Richardson either, but still, I'd rather send away a late pick for Richardson than a first or second round pick for Simpson. Anyway, I think someone bites on the potential. Drew Dahlman retires. Who was that again? Was he the Bears lineman?
That's the Bears center, which actually, from what I heard, is a pretty big deal. He's like 27 and in his prime. He just retired.
Yeah, it was completely random, apparently.
I think a lot of people thought it was like medical related or something like that.
Yeah, well, hopefully he has a happy retirement, I suppose. His choice, good for him.
Uh-huh.
I don't have a lot of thoughts on that. And that's everything, unless we were talking about Logan Paul versus Myles Garrett, which I only vaguely remember that being a thing.
Yeah, basically Logan Paul said he'd beat the crap out of Myles Garrett in boxing,
He's
wrong.
He's wrong.
So he's wrong. Yeah, I mean, I'm just like, maybe if like he's like has elite boxing techniques compared to those guys, but honestly, just give Myles Garrett like 2 weeks to train. Like he's beating the crap out of him. Like
yeah.
I
did see he was beefing a little bit with Le'Veon Bell on Twitter. I thought that was interesting over the fights.
I mean, he's beefing with Tom Brady. Well, he said, I think he was saying that like he didn't want to fight Le'Veon Bell because he like was already boxing and like I don't know.
And he's not a current player.
Something like that. Yeah.
I don't care whatsoever about Logan Paul. I don't.
No.
How are the Paul brothers still relevant? I don't know. I never got it with them.
How are the Paul brothers still relevant? That's a good question. And honestly, why are we even discussing? I just think it's funny though that like he's saying he could take on anyone like in the NFL and beat him. But
Speaking of getting tagged, do you guys think Breece Hall sits out the season? I have not heard anything about that, so as of right now, I'd say no.
I don't think. You wouldn't think he's taking on the Le'Veon Bell.
I wouldn't blame him. You know what playing for the Jets does to a guy?
Yeah, but like, do you feel like you're turning down so much money and like turning down a year of your playing? I don't know. I don't think it'll happen.
I would play and just try to get somebody to trade for me in season,
Yeah, that's what I would probably do too. I mean, like, has anyone really sat out like that since Le'Veon Bell? Like a whole year? Over franchise tag?
Did Deshaun Watson sit out?
It wasn't over a franchise tag.
Oh, it was for the trade. Over the franchise tag?
Like or over like a contract, something like that.
I'm sure somebody did. And
I'm sure somebody did, but I
can't think of anyone, so it must not have worked.
Back, so like the years are so precious and everything like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really don't expect it to happen, but I mean, we could be wrong.
I won't blame him, just because it's the Jets. Yeah, Richardson's still only 23. He was always going to take several years to develop if he was going to develop into anything. So this is around the time somebody should take a chance and try to finish developing him, right? There's still a possibility that he's going to be good. Just because I don't believe doesn't mean I'm going to be right. Does sitting out equal no guarantees? Are the Jets smart enough to do that? I don't know. I have no idea.
I have no clue.
I really don't know. I've not looked into that situation in weeks now. I just saw he got tagged and was like, oh, well, he's stuck just like we all expected. Poor guy.
Yeah.
I wish the Chiefs had traded for him.
Right, that would have been sick. But Yeah, it feels like we never really have seen like what his full potential could be. He just got 1,000 yards like last year. That was his most yards he's had in his career. So I don't know. I do not. I honestly don't care. Honestly, maybe when he gets traded, I'll care. But like,
future Houston Texan next offseason.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, we'll see. Any big predictions between now and before we're live again? Probably next week.
Any big predictions as far as just like any
trades, free agency signings, anything? I guess.
I mean, I guess obviously there's AJ Brown to keep an eye on. And then I mean, if we're talking quarterbacks, like where does Aaron Rodgers, Kirk Cousins go? Anyone else like Deebo Samuel? I guess.
Oh yeah, Deebo.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think Rodgers comes back to Pittsburgh. Well, my quarterback prediction video, though, I said that I thought he'd like not come back. Maybe I'm contradicting myself.
Well, you're allowed to change your mind, right?
Yeah, I guess. But although I don't think the Rodgers thing will be settled by the time we're next live. You know, hot take, right?
It might be settled by the time summer comes around. Maybe in July.
Yeah, maybe in July. Yeah, I mean,
we do this every year, man.
Hope that he comes back, but yeah. Then they'll have drafted Ty Simpson in the meantime. I don't know, but I don't know. I mean, I'm not trying to be lame and just not have a prediction, but I'll guess Rodgers goes to Pittsburgh. What does Kirk Cousins do? I mean, I guess it makes sense if he goes to the Raiders, but
yeah, I'm sticking with that.
I kind of want it to be different. You know what? I'll change it up a little bit. I'm gonna predict that Rodgers retires or doesn't play or doesn't. He just doesn't. I'll predict Pittsburgh signs Kirk Cousins. That was my original prediction in the video. Pittsburgh will just go to Kirk Cousins, and then Rodgers can just either retire, just wait for an injury or something like that. That'll be my prediction.
All right. Sounds good. And AJ Brown, you got anything there?
I mean, I think he stays in Philly, honestly.
That's where I've been leaning. I'm going to put more thought into it now that it's come out that they managed to keep Dallas Goedert. I'm not sure if that's actually going to change anything there or not. It was reported that they weren't going to keep both, so I'll have to go and see what's up with that. But I don't know. Right now, I would say he probably stays as well.
Yeah, I just would have thought that if something would happen, it'd happen by now. But I don't know. Maybe we'll see. We'll see.
We will see. And on that note, I think this is a good time to end it. It was a fun stream. We covered all the topics we intended to cover, which we all will almost always forget at least one thing. So, yay, we did it.
No, we did it. We did it. If it's the off-season grinds, we appreciate everyone being here. But yeah, obviously it's not the end. Still some pending free agents, and we got the draft, coming around the corner. And then, yeah, looking forward to it. Very, very exciting stuff.
Yes, sir. And thank you, everybody who stopped by and hung out with us. We had Sudoku. We had Joel. We had the Thomas Takes, the new podcast. Robert was here earlier. And that might be everyone. No, someone came in breaking the news of the Kyle Hamilton trade. Clifton Harris. Good job. You got Daniel to check that, so that was fun. And, of course, to anyone lurking, we appreciate you. Appreciate all the views. Anyone who dropped a like, appreciate it. We are at 501 subs right now. I don't think we have a sub goal yet. We should discuss that, though, so we can start pushing that out.
We probably should look into that, but yeah.
600 by the start of the season?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Cool. We'll go with that. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And we'll probably be live around the same time next Sunday. As far as videos go, we are going to do a March Madness video. It's not going to be good. We're going to fail miserably. But we're going to try. Football fans try March Madness. What happens next is shocking.
There we go. That's the perfect title.
That might actually be the title. It might be something like that.
Baylor all the way, even though we're not in the bracket.
Baylor somehow snuck into the tournament. What? That's crazy.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, keep an eye out for that video coming out before the first March Madness games. And yeah, that's all I got to say. So Daniel, any closing remarks from you?
No, just appreciate everyone being here and everything like that. And the offseason grind's upon us. So, and NFL's, it's not like exactly coming up, but like April, May, June, July, maybe 5 months, So that's kind of a long time, though, actually. I was trying to, like, hype it up as, like, oh, it's around the corner, but not really.
It's not. We have a lot of suffering before we get back to the NFL.
Okay, 5 will turn to 4, then it'll be 3, and then before you know it, it'll be here. We'll have our Hall of Fame game, which it's the Panthers playing in it, right?
It's us. Let's go. I don't think anyone who's played in the Hall of Fame game has ever gone to the Super Bowl, though, so not the greatest omen. But we get to start the season, so.
There we go.
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy about it.
Yep.
It's cool.
Yep.
Well, alrighty. We shall call it this here. Thank you again, everybody who watched, everyone who liked, and everyone who's hung out. We appreciate you all, and we'll see you all next time. Everybody take care and enjoy your week.
Enjoy your week. Peace.